Good morning, afternoon, or evening, depending on when you guys are watching this. And we got some exciting news as Hoyt has just released their new lineup. And we have the Hoyt VTM 34 sitting here in front of us, and we also have the 31s here in the shop. We wanted to talk about some of the differences between the Ventum and the VTM because while they seem very small, they make a huge difference as far as shootability and being able to customize these with a lot of the newer products that are on the line today, such as the Garmin A1i Pro or the Integrate Rest or things of that nature. So first and foremost, we need to realize the size differences. So last year they had a 30-inch and a 33-inch bow for the Ventum Pros, and this year they've moved over to a 31-inch VTM and a 34-inch like we have sitting here in front of us with the VTMs. Me personally, I love a long axle to axle bow, so 33, 34, that's right in my wheelhouse. I've actually shot this 34 just this morning, and I really enjoy the way it shoots. Some other things that are big key things that you guys will catch on to right away is a lot of the cuts being exaggerated in the riser. And this is to prevent torque of the riser itself. But we've also eliminated a little bit of weight with some additional drilling holes and things like that. We've seen this done on a couple other flagship bows where you guys are going to start seeing super fine, I'll try to get it, super small holes being drilled in this riser to get rid of some of the weight as well. So all in all, by making the vertical cuts here and throughout the riser, as you face it, what you're going to find is it's a lot more rigid than last year's riser. Not that there was anything wrong with it, but it was just a, hey, let's make sure this is about as beefy as you can get and as strong as you can get. And these cuts serve other purposes as well, which is really nice. So we talk about Hoyt and their relationship with Garmin. They're pretty well embedded with each other, as they even came out with the Garmin A1i Pro with the Hoyt name right onto the screen when you fire the thing up. And one of the things they noticed is shooters had cables kind of ran all over their bows because there wasn't a good way to really mount this cable or work on the cable. And as you guys can see, they actually have now cut into the riser a spot for your switch, your pressure plate switch for that Garmin A1i to run right down and tuck it away. And they gave you another tie-in option up here. I threw a zip tie on there, but it basically pokes right around the riser and ties right in perfectly. For the first time, last year I shot this out of a Ventum, or on a Ventum, forgive me, and I was fighting this cable quite a bit. So to have this is huge for me. I really enjoy this, paired up with the Garmin A1i Pro. So another really cool integrated feature now is with the quad rest, the Ultra Rest Integrate. We had a friction point that literally was on the backside of the riser here, where our cable would be pulling on the side. So what they did is they put a relief cut in the riser here that your Integrate Rest, your string is literally floating right through the riser, which is super nice. I didn't think it was a problem before until it was pointed out to me by Hoyt, and it's like, okay, I could see how that could become a problem in the future. So some other really neat features, the dampening system, like we talked about, remains the same, but they also incorporated some of the dampening systems into the string, very much like some other bow manufacturers out there. But the claim to fame is that the VTM is 30% quieter than the Ventum, and I'll tell you, after shooting it, it is noticeably different as far as decibel readings. It's even to the ear, you notice the difference in how quiet the bow is. So cool things, guys. If you have a Ventum and you want to upgrade, well, a lot of the accessories that you bought for your Ventum are going to swap right over to this bow, and you're just in it the bare bow. Maybe you don't need to, and I would argue, like, if I didn't have these bows coming into me like they are, I don't know that I'd move over from a Ventum to a VTM just yet, but I have that afforded to me, and there is a noticeable difference in the shot. The grip, again, if you're feeling for it, you notice a difference. There was a slight change to the grip itself, nothing major, but if you're feeling for it, you will notice it. It is a dead bow, very much like the Ventum, but maybe even more so dead, and it could be because the axle length has improved. The brace height is great. The bow shoots really well, guys. So we have a pair of these at the shop that you guys are more than welcome to come and get your hands on. We have the VTM 34 and the VTM 31 here at the shop. Feel free to stop in, get your hands on them. This is the 2023 model. We're super excited to have it. I'm really interested to see when I start shooting out to 60, 70, maybe some 80 and 90 yard pokes, to see how well it does. And I'm sure it being longer to axle, and with the setup I'm currently running for arrow, it'll do just fine as long as I do my part. So if you guys have any questions or concerns, feel free to give us a call. We'd be happy to field your call. Shoot us an email, ryan@magnumsportsmi.com, or feel free just to stop in on the north side of Greenville, Michigan, where we can help outfit you guys to the max on one of these bows and make sure that you guys are ready for the up and coming 2023 season. Really exciting stuff happening at Magnum Sports, not just in the bow industry, but in the industry as a whole, and some of the product lines that we are bringing in, trying to bring life to an old shop. So thanks for watching. As always, stay safe, shoot straight, have fun, and we look forward to seeing you guys at Magnum Sports.